Paris, a city of art, beauty, and gastronomy. But somewhere between concert halls, city streets, restaurants, and cafes, another story is unfolding, one written in Korean. As Korea and France celebrate 140 years of diplomatic ties, let's see where that story takes us. It's a peaceful, sunny weekend on the Champs-Élysées. The world-famous avenue is lined with French luxury houses like Dior, Louis Vuitton, and Saint Laurent. But suddenly, a different rhythm takes over the street. K-pop. Curious. I follow the music. And that's when I came across Stormy Shot, a K-pop dance crew that spent the past 9 years performing across France and even in Korea.
KCON in Paris, so it was the first time we see K-pop, and we really liked about the dance and also visual and also the music. So 9 years ago it was not very famous in France, and now people start to recognize more and more K-pop. So I think our goal is more like sharing like Korean culture.
Today's challenge, pulling off aespa's whole different animal cover in a single take. Their synchronization, energy, and attention to detail shows us how seriously they take every performance. But this passion did not appear overnight. Long before K-pop became a global phenomenon, Paris had already opened its doors to Korean music. The story goes back to 2011. SM Entertainment brought some of Korea's biggest artists to Paris for the city's first large-scale K-pop concert. The response went beyond expectations. Fans even gathered for a flash mob, calling for an additional show. And they got one. What started as a one-time concert became a turning point for K-pop in France. Artists who are part of that generation have witnessed how far K-pop has come since then.
사실 한국이랑 정말 멀리 떨어져 있는 나라잖아요. 근데 그 멀리서도 저희 K-컬처를 이렇게 사랑해 주시고 걸어가다 보면은 진짜 우리나라 노래가 정말 많이 나와요. 그래서 K-pop 아이돌 노래가 정말 많이 들려서, 그리고 들리기도 하지만 주변에서 많이 따라 부르시기도 하고, 그거 볼 때마다 아 정말 지금 K의 위상이 엄청나구나.
15 years after that historic concert, a new generation of Korean artists is now taking the stage in the same city. Some of them are following the path created by the artists who came before them.
안녕하세요, NCT입니다. 저희가 해외에서 공연할 수 있게 된 것도 저희 선배님들 덕분이라고 생각해서 우선 너무 감사드리고요. 그리고 저희도 앞으로 더 많이 사랑받을 수 있는 아티스트 되도록 노력하겠습니다. 프랑스가 또 춤이 되게 유명해서 되게 유명한 댄서분들도 많으신데, 그래서 나중에 기회가 된다면 같이 춤을 춰보거나 아니면 프랑스 댄서분의 안무를 받아서 저희가 퍼포먼스 해보면 좋지 않을까 생각이 듭니다.
음악이 뭔가 언어보다 더 연결고리가 있다고 생각하거든요. 그래서 저희도 저희와 무대와 그리고 저희 음악으로 같이 이제 서로 문화를 이해하고 더 가까워지는데 노력하고 싶습니다.
For this new generation, Paris is no longer a distant dream. It's becoming a place they return to.
얼마 전에 투어를 또 파리로 한번 왔었는데요. 이번에도 파리를 두 번째 오는데 많은 분들이 오자마자 많이 반겨주시고 많이 찾아주셔서 K-팝이 정말 점점 인기가 많아지고 널리 알려지고 있는 것 같아서 기쁩니다.
I really like them a lot. I just seeing them is already like a lot for me. So I just wanted to show them like we love them, and since we weren't there for the fan sign, we just wanted to shout like our love and everything. We were like 82 major, 82 major. Yeah, like that's it.
And to connect even more deeply with fans in France, 82 Major hopes to build new bridges through music.
France and Paris in itself is a really like mature, sexy, the city of love. So I feel like that kind of experience and that kind of music would fit well with us. So I feel like we should collab with more French artists.
Today, that connection has grown far beyond a single concert. From rising artists to global stars, K-pop has become a familiar presence in Paris, filling some of the city's biggest arenas. But K-pop in Paris does not end when the concert lights turn off. Across the city, random play dance events are bringing complete strangers together. One K-pop song starts playing, and suddenly, anyone who knows the choreography rushes into the circle, taking center stage to show their love for K-pop.
Like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I really practice, so it stays in my head, and I can memorize all the movements. Yes, K-pop has influenced my daily life. Yes, I really love Korea.
Practice makes perfect. And for these K-pop lovers, practice can happen anywhere. Not only in dance studios. Wherever the music plays, that place becomes their dance floor.
K-pop really impacts my daily life because it's really present every single day. It could be in my style, in the way I eat. We can easily make friends when we listen to K-pop.
The way she eats. That line stayed with me. Because in Paris, Korean culture is no longer something people only listen to or watch. It's become something they experience and something they taste. France is widely regarded as one of the world's culinary capitals, and so earning the trust of local diners is no small achievement. But here in Paris, that's what Korean cuisine is exactly doing. Walking through the streets of Paris, finding a Korean restaurant was no longer difficult. And at one place, Korean food was not simply copied and served. It was translated, adapted to local tastes while keeping its Korean identity. And today, Korean food in Paris is no longer limited to the familiar names many people once knew.
비빔밥, 이런 불고기, 이 정도만 보통 현지 분들이 알고 계셨던 것 같은데 요즘 같은 경우에는 이제 바베큐에 대한 관심도 굉장히 늘으셔서 직접 고기를 옆에서 구워서 같이 제공해드리는 그런 문화를 이제 관심 있게 보시는 것 같습니다.
The flavors are softened, the presentation refined, and the ingredients chosen with local diners in mind. A handmade cabbage dumpling, for example, takes around an hour to prepare, from steaming the cabbage to shaping the filling by hand. It's Korean in spirit, but presented in a way Paris can understand.
배추만두 같은 경우에는 이제 한국에서도 그렇지만 굉장히 담백한 음식이지 않습니까? 그런 부분들이 프랑스 분들에게 잘 입맛에 맞으실 것 같아서 그런 부드러운 요리들 많이 찾았고요. 베지타리안 분들이나 그런 채소 위주의 그런 건강한 식단을 원하시는 분들이 아무래도 많다 보니 이런 부분에서 이런 메뉴를 냈을 때 반응이 좋은 것 같습니다.
My grandmother-in-law, we love Korean food. European food is very fat dish, but Eastern Asia food is very more thin for our body.
Due to these efforts, even more French people are choosing Korean food in their daily lives.
We enjoy it every day. Every day. We like Korean food a lot.
Today you can find Korean restaurant everywhere. It's getting very, really popular. And I guess this is because K-drama became popular, K-pop song become popular. And I guess there is like this huge influence from Korea coming to France. Kimchi is really good. Of course, the barbecues. All the stews are really, really, really good also.
Korean food's presence in Paris is not only growing in casual restaurants, it's also entering French fine dining. At Solstice, a Michelin-starred restaurant, kimchi is not simply treated as a trend. It's something the chef has spent years studying.
The first time I make a kimchi, 12 years ago. At the beginning it was too much garlic for French, so remove a little bit of garlic. Then we had some fruits. After it was too sweet, so remove the fruits. Little by little we improved the recipe, and I think we have a good one now.
What began with kimchi is now expanding to other Korean traditional fermented ingredients, like aged soy sauce.
It's an old and aged soy sauce, and the taste is really deep and not too salty, and it gives to the broth a very specific Korean touch.
Alongside France's long tradition of wine, the chef is exploring new possibilities with Korean fermented ingredients. From makgeolli-based creations to beverages using omija syrup, he continues experimenting with new combinations of Korean and French flavors. But finding the perfect balance is a journey, one built through countless trials, tastings, and conversations with fellow chefs. For French chefs, these ingredients offer a new kind of depth. For consumers, they connect with the growing interest in digestion, microbiome health, and food that feels both flavorful and balanced.
Alors j'ai découvert très récemment la cuisine coréenne et oui, depuis que j'ai découvert certains produits que j'ai trouvés vraiment exceptionnels, je commence à l'utiliser dans ma propre cuisine. La sauce soja de Madame Kisundo, également les ormeaux où j'ai découvert vraiment qui est vraiment différent de ceux de France, et quelques touches avec les produits fermentés pour justement agrémenter certaines salades que je prépare. Alors je pense que tout à fait, et je pense que justement on peut marier très bien la cuisine, les produits coréens avec la cuisine française, et d'amener vraiment aussi bien à bien manger que à aussi subtiliser les goûts, tout en amenant justement ce côté nouveau.
This may be why Korean cuisine is finding a place in France now. In a country that has long defined global gastronomy, people are asking new questions about what they eat. Not only how it tastes, but how it makes them feel. And Korean food, with its fermented ingredients, speaks directly to that search for balance.
Aujourd'hui en France, capitale mondiale de la gastronomie, Paris, effectivement, on ressent depuis maintenant une dizaine d'années vraiment une montée en puissance du souci de l'alimentation. Beaucoup de gens se posent des questions sur l'alimentation, sur la qualité des produits qu'on va ingurgiter tous les jours, et particulièrement la Corée. On sait bien aujourd'hui qu'il faut diversifier son alimentation, que la fermentation est vraiment, ça donne des probiotiques, c'est vraiment très important pour un bon équilibre alimentaire. Et tous ces points font que je pense que l'alimentation particulièrement coréenne aujourd'hui a pris une grande place et continuera à la prendre.
Of course, fermentation itself is nothing new to France as a country with centuries of tradition built around fermentation, especially with wine. So what makes Korean fermentation different?
한국 발효는 근본적으로 복합 발효 방식이에요. 근데 이제 외국의 발효 같은 경우는 단발효라도 그 싱글 퍼멘테이션이거든요. 대개가 프루시나 베지터블을 발효해요. 근데 한국은 기본적으로 그레인들, 자기네들이 와인이나 이런 문화가 있어가지고 장에 대한 건강을 딱히 생각을 한 적이 없었대요. 그런데 지금은 최근에 장 건강에 대해서 너무나 지금 관심이 많고.
And judging by the crowds at a fermentation booth at a Korean cultural event in Paris, many French visitors were also curious to find out.
We care a lot about like digestion and your microbiome and like getting healthy from within. So yes, we eat a lot of fermented food, and that's what sparked my interest in Korean food culture. And then like each year with my family we make like a big batch of kimchi, of fresh kimchi, so we can enjoy it all year round.
In France, Korean food has moved from curiosity to comfort, from restaurants to fine dining, and from flavor to wellness. But the search for balance does not stop at the dining table. It continues in another field that France knows better than almost anyone else: beauty. At Korean cultural events in Paris, some of the longest lines were not for performances or food. They were for skincare. So here at the K-Beauty Zone, visitors aren't just stopping by for a quick look. They test products, collect samples, and even leave with full shopping bags. K-Beauty here in France is going beyond curiosity and is leading to actual consumer demand.
Yeah. She missed her internship to come here, so we are really, really excited.
Yeah.
Like we see, like all the Koreans have like perfect skin.
Yeah.
At one corner, visitors could experience Korean skincare routines guided by professionals, with products customized for different skin types, and some experiencing K-beauty for the first time.
J'ai bien aimé le peeling et le nettoyant du visage. D'habitude, je trouve que ma peau elle est un peu irritée après un nettoyant normal, mais là c'était vraiment doux. Si ce soir je vois une amélioration, je pense que je vais essayer de voir des produits pareils ou bien acheter la marque pour pouvoir l'utiliser.
It's been like over 2 years since I've been using Korean beauty products for my skincare, so I really like it. Also for my makeup.
And these French consumers were there to actually buy K-beauty products, not just to experience them.
한 번도 한국을 방문해 보지도 못했지만은 한국 제품에 대해서 저희들보다 더 많이 정보를 알고 있어서 현장에 와서 한국 제품을 직접 체험도 해보고 발라도 보고 현장에서 구매도 해보고는 뭐 그런 장이 마련된 것 같아서 반응이 뜨거운 것 같습니다. 한국에서부터 준비해온 제품들 그리고 현지에서 판매처에서 가져온 제품들을 몽땅 동의할 정도로 다 판매가 된 것 같습니다.
작은 중소기업들이 그 라파에트 백화점이나 현지의 주요 유통망에 입점이 되면서 그게 이제 지금 비즈니스가 굉장히 커진 기업분들이 많이 계세요. 그래서 그런 사례들이 증가하고 있어서 그런 부분들이 매년 더 사례가 많아져서
K-beauty's presence in France is no longer limited to temporary events. It has entered some of the country's most competitive beauty spaces, including world-famous department stores. Galerie Lafayette, for instance, has been continuously increasing the number of Korean beauty brands, offering customers more choices. This floor mainly features skincare products from around the world, but follow me and take a closer look. You'll find K-beauty products scattered throughout, filling these shelves from here to there, also drawing attention in display after display.
Alors l'intérêt de la K-beauty a énormément évolué, en tout cas en France et sur notre clientèle, grâce aux réseaux sociaux. Aujourd'hui, vous ne pouvez pas aller sur un seul réseau social sans avoir des images ou des marques de K-beauty qui apparaissent. Et du coup, il y a un vrai engouement, en tout cas pour notre clientèle française, pour ces produits.
Thanks to the popularity, these products are topping department store sales.
Ce qui va distinguer les produits de la K-beauty avec d'autres marques, déjà le positionnement en termes de prix est très intéressant par rapport aux autres marques. La diversité aussi, parce qu'on va retrouver beaucoup de produits pour les cheveux, pour la peau. et on peut répondre justement à beaucoup de demandes de nos clientes.
And beyond major department stores, dedicated K-beauty spaces are also appearing across Paris. For some, selling Korean beauty is more than business. It's a personal connection like this adoptee trying to reconnect with Korea.
It was the next natural step after my business experience to plunge into K-beauty and to select those brands and to be a bridge between Korea and Europe. Small, medium-sized companies, they offer fantastic products, and I wish that they were given the chance to be discovered by our French customers.
But the next chapter of K-beauty in France will not only be written in stores, it's also being shaped through technology. At Vivatech, Korean companies are looking beyond products, bringing new ideas and innovations to the global beauty industry.
이번 기회를 통해서 저희가 파리 패션위크에 데뷔할 수 있는 기회를 얻게 된 것 같습니다. 로레알사 같은 경우에는 이미 뷰티 디바이스가 있음에도 불구하고 저희 회사의 기술이나 좀 같이 협업 가능성들에 대해서 한 번씩 검토하려는 의지들을 보여주었었고.
That is a country of cosmetics. There are lots of projects in Korea. So yes, the idea is to extend it, and when you merge the origin, when you merge the expertise, but also the culture of cosmetics, it's really important for us to bring new, innovative products.
Korea is probably the country who is taking care of beauty more than anyone else. And they have developed a lot of new things that, by the way, some are present here at Vivatech. And I think the collaboration between Korea and France is very vibrant. And this is the area where certainly Korea can learn from the French market, L'Oréal, LVMH, and we can learn from what Korea has been developing.
예술을 사랑하고 문화에 대한 아주 자긍심이 높은 프랑스는 예전부터 저희 한국에 대한 문화를 아주 열광적으로 잘 받아들여 주시고 또 사랑해 주시는 그런 유럽의 중심지입니다. 지금 140주년을 기념하면서 정부는 정부대로 민간은 민간대로 양국 간의 교류가 매우 활발해지고 있어요. 그런 것들이 차곡차곡 쌓이면 10년 후 150주년이 됐을 때는 정말 거리는 멀지만 바로 옆에 있는 정말 가까운 이웃처럼 한국과 프랑스 두 나라의 어떤 교류와 어떤 친밀감이 매우 가까워질 것이라고 기대를 하고 있습니다.
A song that started in Seoul is now danced to in Paris. Flavors rooted in Korea are inspiring French kitchens, and ideas born in Korea are finding new partners for the future. Over 140 years, Korea and France have shared more than history. They've shared inspiration. And somewhere between Seoul and Paris, a new story continues to unfold. One written in Korean.